Hey, thanks for meeting with me. I'm new to the team, but I've been assigned to work on this sheet metal hand sanitizer assembly and my GD&T skills are a little rusty. I was wondering if you could walk me through this so that I can refresh my memory of the GD&T process and understand these drawings and why these decisions were made. As background, I was told this part demonstrates how to apply GD&T to stamped sheet metal parts in an assembly to enable proper mating and alignment with other components using floating fasteners in clearance holes as the locating features between parts. Proper use of GD&T will ensure that the components fit and align during assembly. To refresh your memory, here is the CAD drawing of the assembly. If you want to take a closer look at any of the sections, click on them and they will enlarge. Click on them again to have them shrink. There are two primary pieces: the back plate and the bottom plate. I was also messing around with one of the initial prototypes on the floor and took a few pictures of the various parts which I brought as well. I was confused at first, but I was told that we don't need to worry about the base that rests on the floor and the tall stand that the assembly is attached to, as they are sourced from elsewhere. For now, focus only on the assembly components shown here. Okay, the first thing that I want to understand is the back plate that I have here. Here is the GD&T drawing of the part. Can you show me where the datum plane A is noted on the drawing? Correct choice. Can you show where the datum feature A is in the physical part? Great job. Now that we've identified datum plane A, can you show me where datum plane B is on the CAD drawing? Okay, thanks. Can you show where datum feature B is in the physical part? The thickness of the back plate is specified as 0.083 plus or minus 0.025 inches. I understand that this means the thickness can vary up to 0.050 inches maximum in the part. Why was this qualifier added? That is correct. Many times I'll see datum planes A, B, and C located on a GD&T drawing, but here I only see datum plane A and datum plane B. Why isn't there a datum plane C on this drawing? That is correct. What is the difference between datum plane A and datum feature A? That is correct. I see in a few places a circle M. What does circle M next to the tolerance in the top right FCF refer to? That is correct. What does the M modifier next to the tolerance create? That is correct. What does circle M next to the datum plane B reference in the top right FCF refer to? That is correct. What does the M modifier next to the datum plane create? That is correct. Why is the maximum material condition important? That is correct. As I'm looking at this figure, I don't think that I'm able to locate where the holes should be located. Where would I be able to find this information? That is correct. Okay, last question about this drawing. What does this notation in this feature control frame, FCF, mean? That is correct. If you have another minute or two, I'd like to also review the GD&T used for the bottom plate shown here. I see that there are two datum A and B denoted in this figure for the bottom plate. Why were these datum chosen? That is correct. There are two elements of this feature control frame, and I can tell they are perpendicularity and flatness. What does the perpendicularity tolerance represent? That is correct. Well, I think that is all of the questions that I have for now. I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge of GD&T with me. It can be overwhelming at times, but I know with a little bit of practice I'll start to get the hang of this in no time.